everything else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name from the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bang, snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again. Them Cowboys, click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Power Boys. Make you say Wild Boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel Boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that's silver and blue that did it again.
What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm back in the building, man, and you know what it is. It's by the numbers. We do it every week. Now I took a little hiatus, Thanksgiving, a lot of things going on, but hey, we're back in the building. And let's talk about it right quick. We're going to start going live more next week. We're getting into the end of the schedule, 6 games left. Obviously, you got the Indianapolis Colts, then you have the Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, then the 3 critical games to me. Don't look past those Jaguars, number one. And then right after that, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, Tennessee Titans, Washington Commanders. I think those are 3 playoff-type games. I think if you win those 3 games, you're looking good heading into the playoffs. But let's talk about these by the numbers. Cowboys get the victory 28-20. They got the last second little touchdown at the end, but Dallas pretty much dominated, especially in that second half. CeeDee Lamb turned up. They went crazy. But let's stop looking at me. Let's look at these numbers right quick. So let's pull these up. Let's jump in here right quick. All right. So obviously you saw. Well, I like how we show this right here. I like how we show this. Because I no hate on you, Cooper Rush. No hate on you, dog, but it's good to see Dak's face back in there. Look at these numbers, man. 25 points a game, 6th in the league, 17 points a game. Currently, right now, obviously, I'm recording this in the middle of Sunday football, so these numbers can definitely change. But as of right now, these are the numbers. Cowboys, 8th in the league, 139 yards rushing a game, 24th at 222. I ain't mad at that 220 yards a game. We ain't trying to throw 300 yards a game and all that stuff. I'm cool with 250 for real and 140 for real. I'm good with that. I told you 30-30 club, baby, and it almost hit it again. So you see the numbers right there. CeeDee Lamb is really stepping his game up. Shout out to him. Tony Pollard's been explosive. Ezekiel Elliott had a good game. Dak Prescott is looking really good. Can't lie. But let's look at this right here. Let's talk about this 30-30 club. Let's get to these players. Let's get to these team stats first. All right. Everybody still be getting mad at Kellen Moore. I get it. Everybody's mad at him, but I'm not. Sorry. I'm not mad at him. Does he get goofy at times? Yes. Does he still like to throw the ball? Yes. At the inopportune times? Yes. But you know what? At the end of the day, 10 rushing first downs, 13 passing first downs, third down efficiency, 7 for 11. Passing, look at that, 21 to 30. I said 30-30 club. 30 attempts, you good. 8 yards of pass play. The 2 interceptions, they were bad. We get it, but Dallas was better than the Giants, and we know it. Rushing, 169 yards, another big game. Look at that, 39 rushing attempts. 4.3 because they got stuck up in the end, but you like seeing that. 30-30 club, 30 passes, 39. 30 passes, 39 rush attempts. You're going to win every game, in my opinion. You're going to win every game, in my opinion. Your defense is doing its thing. You're going to win every game, in my opinion. They got the 3 sacks. Michael Parsons had 2 big ones again, turning up and doing his damn thing. But let's go back over here. Cowboys are 8-3. Second in the NFC, second in the NFC East, and 5th in the NFC overall. I told you I ain't tripping about the Cowboys winning the division. If they do, that's cool, that's great. But I don't mind the wild card either. It don't matter to me. We'll see. I ain't tripping either way. Just getting them playoffs and do some damage. That's the only thing I care about. But look at these numbers. Obviously, you see the Cowboys up top, and then you see the opponent's ranking below them. And as you see, as we kind of go through it, here we go with those rushing yards. Cowboys, as much maligned Kellen Moore is, everybody keeps crying about him, and I get it. But you're 5th in the league in rushing yards. Over 1,500 yards. You know what I mean? 4th in the league in rushing attempts. So for as much as we are maligning this guy, I get it. But 5th in the league in rushing yards. 4th in the league in rushing attempts. Maybe there might be opportune times, but I'm tired of hearing all this. He don't run the ball. Yeah, he does. Maybe it's weird when he does it, but he does it. And as long as he keeps winning like this, Stephen Jones and them ain't letting him go. So I don't cry about him no more because I just want him to just do better while he's there. Because there's no point in me, in my opinion, crying about no Kellen Moore when the front office is in love with him. They're in love with Kellen Moore, okay? And if you look at his offenses since he's been there, he hasn't had putrid offenses. So they're not, in my opinion, going to move on from him when they still see 8-3 and positive results. That's why I don't talk about him no more. But you see the defense right there, that's still a bad thing. Still bad right there. Gotta shore that up, but you know, we'll see. Do you see passing yards? Look, passing yards, and I know it was Cooper Rush, and Dak has only been there like about 4 or 5 games. But look, dog, they ain't like crazy number 1. You feel me? And I'm going to go ahead and say this again. Please stop talking about Connor McGovern. Y'all want to hate on him. 4th in a whole offensive line as a whole. Tyler Biadasz. Ain't nobody talking about him now. Connor McGovern, not talking about him. We seen Tyler Smith he had his way, okay? But they still, right here. 14 sacks only given up. 45, number 1 in the league. Still 1st in the league. You feel what I'm saying? Penalty yards still getting bad because they had that 11 penalty game. That's what kept the Giants in this game. Let's keep it all the way for real. But you see the boys, man. Good defense. The run defense, we understand the run defense is really the main issue right now. Secondary can get cooked up a little bit. We got the pass rush. So, you know, really it's just the run defense, in my opinion, that's really lacking. For real, if we want to get to it. Let's look at the numbers by Pro Football Focus. You know we like doing that, but we ain't talking about the numbers. We ain't talking about the grades. We're talking about them numbers. Feel me? And you can see the numbers right here, 21 to 30. Love that, 70 completion percentage. Dak has been turning up. He threw some really wicked pass plays in that game, wicked plays. You can see right here the numbers. Let's see. Let's get over here. Over plus 20-plus yards to his left. You see the middle. You can see the numbers. I'll let you look at them yourself. Do the Dallas Cowboys have the one, I made this post. Do they have one of the best young tight end groups right now in the league? I think so, man. And Hendershot and Ferguson, Dalton Schultz, Sean McEwen, he's sneaky too. I was high on him, so that's a good-ass tight end group. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I want to let you look at the numbers right here from Dak Prescott. I'll let you kind of look at them. Look at that right there, boy. When he was kept clean. Woo. Dak been turning up, man. He's been turning up ever since since he's been back. I think they're averaging almost 30 points a game. They haven't scored under 21 since he's been in the lineup. I'll just let you look at those. Let's go over here. CeeDee Lamb went crazy again. See the numbers. Jake from State Farm. Dalton Schultz had a good game. Dalton Schultz is better when he's got these other guys with him, in my opinion. You feel me? He's just better when he's got the other guys. These young guys around him makes him better. I almost hate to see Dalton Schultz leave now because I like the group that he's with, Hendershot and Ferguson and McEwen. If they could figure that out money-wise to keep all four of them there, that'd be dope, but it's probably not going to happen. So enjoy it while you can. But I like Dalton Schultz with this group. I don't like Dalton Schultz by itself. I like Dalton Schultz with this group, though, if you understand what I'm saying. But you can see those numbers right there. No, I don't want to do receiving depth and direction. Let's go to these receiver matchups. CeeDee Lamb, he was eating. Targeted 10 times, 6 receptions, 106. The last 3 weeks he's had 200-yard games. Not a coincidence when Dak Prescott came back. He lives in that slot, dog. He lives in that slot. Michael Gallup did his thing, 5 of 8, 63 yards. He made some big catches. He was eating. Dalton Schultz, eating. Fergie, eating. Look at all that. Look at those numbers. These numbers is crazy. Dak was very efficient in this game, man. Let's get over here with that rushing. Ezekiel Elliott, very good game. Ran hard, 16 carries, 92 yards, 5.8 yards a carry. Tony Pollard. I mean, I really like how they really working this combo. You know, look at that good split carries. You know what I mean? Efficient. You know, the thing, like I said, frustrates me with all this is like that front office, they just meddle too much. They stay in the way. Because Dallas, this is another opportunity, just like last year, to take a hold of something. This is another opportunity for you to take a hold of something. As you look, I'm going to let you look at the numbers. The over explosive plays, breakaways. Ezekiel Elliott, he had some explosive plays. He had 4 rushes over 10 yards plus. Good job. This is another year for the Cowboys to take it, though. You know, I told you I get frustrated with it, so I'm not jumping on there and flipping backflips and all that about this. We're getting over to the pass blocking right now. Look at Connor McGovern again. Trying to tell you, Connor McGovern, y'all keep talking about him, but look at them numbers right here. Look at those numbers for Connor McGovern, dog. Tyler Smith, whoo, he got worked that game. We saw it. He had a rough game, but that's what happens when you're a rookie. That's all right. Tyron Smith comes back, slide him on the inside if y'all want. That's cool. You know, we understand Tyron Smith isn't what he used to be, but hey, if he comes back and he's healthy, here's the good thing about it. You have a Jason Peters, you have a Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith has played left tackle. So it ain't no big deal for him to slide him in at left guard, and then you can put a Tyron Smith, whoever you want to do, mix and match it however you want. You got 1 year left out of this, so put all your best players in. It don't matter if Tyron Smith gets hurt. I know he's going to get hurt, but the good thing about it is now you got Tyler Smith who played left tackle. You're not there on the island. You got a Jason Peters who played left tackle. You have options now. So put all your best players in and let them play. Tyron Smith comes back and he's ready. Throw his ass right back in the lineup. He's one of your better players. We know his body ain't the same, but shit, for a 2-3 game stretch, throw him right in the fire and let's get it. But you see right there, But I'm going to keep going back to that Conor McGovern thing because y'all kept on, not y'all, a lot of Cowboys fans was really dogging him and talking he can't play left guard. He can't play left guard. Well, he looking like he playing left guard pretty good this year. Only 14 sacks given up. And I'm going to just go to his numbers. How many sacks he given up this year? He's only given up 1 sack this whole year, right? People are talking about Conor McGovern giving up 1 sack all year. 1 sack. Only 7 hurries. So if you're talking about total pressures, 13 pressures in how many games? 12 games? What? Okay. I'm going to pull that number up. I'm going to make sure I pull that number up because, yeah. Feel me? And you can see the run blocking numbers. His passing sets have been great. Conor McGovern has the power to be great in the run game, but he just doesn't have the foot speed, and I think that's where he gets beat. Let's get over to this defense once again. Yeah, you see the whole defense as a whole. Let's get over to rush defense. There's your run defensive grades. Dallas got a good-ass defense, man. They got a lot of guys. And shout out to LVE. He did play really good in this game. He sure did. Dallas got a lot of talent on their team. Let's keep it real. They got a lot of talent. It's there for the taking for them. You know, it really is. It's what y'all gonna do. You know, I'm done jumping up and doing cartwheels and backflips about this team, but they have the potential to go all the way again. They have the players to do it. They have the team to do it. They have the skilled players to do it. It's just, are y'all going to do it? That's why I'm not drinking no Kool-Aid, because I've seen too much of this before. I've seen 8-3 before. I've seen blowouts. I've seen big wins. I've seen win streaks. I've seen all that with these boys. What I haven't seen is y'all actually do something in these playoffs. So that's what I want to see. You feel me? So, hey, I love my boys, but I need to see it. You know, talk is cheap. And you can see right here in the pressure. Michael Parsons turned up again. Dorrance Armstrong Jr. got 8 sacks on the year, going crazy, doing a hell of a job. I think he eats off a lot of the people, but, you know, when you got that pass rush to Sam Williams, you got Dante Fowler Jr., Chauncey, you got a lot of waves of guys that you can attack, and I think that's what it really excites. If they could really stick on this run game and really do their damn thing with the run game, whew, it'd be real nasty up in here. Let's go over this coverage. You see the numbers right here. Anthony Brown's probably the what? He probably had the best numbers, even though he had to gave up the big play. You see those numbers right there. Let's go with these coverage matchups. Oh, let me get over here. Let me go over here to this rushing direction right quick. I think I skipped that. Yeah, I did. Because I was saying the majority of Tony Pollard gets on his rushing yards on the left side, and he does. Once again, got the one right side this time, but his yards per carry, he's on that left side. Zeke is everywhere, but Zeke is more on the right. Yep. It's like Tony Pollard is more a left side. He gets most of the majority of his yards on the left side, and Ezekiel Elliott gets the majority of his yards on the right side. It's kind of weird. Ooh, we got some tape right here, too. CD turned up this game. I'm just rewatching this. Good blocking. Mm. Michael Gallup. Love it. Feel good for Gallup. Feel good that he's coming back. Still coming back from his injury, but we like it. Dallas' offense has been going efficient. Like I said, man, we just watching some of these highlights. I don't even know what quarter this is, but as you just see some of the highlights, Dak turning up, hitting Dalton Schultz right there. Um, as I said before, man, it's really going to be up to the Cowboys, man. It's what are the boys going to do? Um, yo, y'all have the team. I mean, you have the team to do it. You have the players to do it. You have the defense, even though your run game is kind of lacking, but you have quality front line players. You have quality depth. You have guys that can rush the passers. You have a difference maker in Michael Parsons. You got Damone Clark, who's getting better by the day as far as on the defense. LVE is starting to play better. You got a good rotation right now with safeties. Jaron Curse got a little separated shoulder, but you got Israel Mukamu. You know, you got other guys with the depth. Malik Hooker, Marquise Bell. Like, you got a lot of guys out there. Even with Anthony Brown not playing great, you still got players out there that can really enhance your team. And you have an offense that can really bang with the best. You got a great young tight end core. CeeDee Lamb is stepping his game up. Michael Gallup is starting to come along even more. You see the 1-2 punch with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. The line is playing very good, only giving up 14 sacks, number one in the league still. And Dak Prescott is getting better each week. So you have the formula to take it all. You have the formula to really win it all. You have the players to win it all. But is this front office going to get in the way? Is this front office going to meddle? Or what's going – that's the dynamic to me. Can we just stay out of the way? Yeah, it was that goofy kind of play, but it happens. But, it's really what the Dallas Cowboys – what are y'all going to do, man? It's y'all's choice. Talk is cheap. And, I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm keeping it real. I'm just ready for these playoffs to see what these playoffs are really going to do. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I've seen all this before. Dallas has the talent. That was the interception on that play. Let's get past that. I don't want to look at that ugliness. So I ain't going to keep on just beating the dead horse, but check me out next week. I'm going to go ahead and check me out next week. We'll be back doing the Final Word Tuesday. Wasn't able to do it. Apologize about that. Internet was acting wonky. We'll be back on the Final Word. Definitely check out Positively Relentless. We'll be doing Cowboys and Dallas Mavericks. And now we're going to be hitting our round of high school interviews. I was supposed to do it a few weeks ago, but kids were still playing. I think the majority of everybody's done. So we'll start. Please go out there and support these interviews getting ready to come up. We got a lot of interviews getting ready to come up from a lot of kids that have signed schools, things of that nature. You guys are going to be really excited to be able to talk to them as we talked to them at the beginning of the season. Now we'll be able to talk to them at the end of the season, be able to see how their season went. Some guys playing some championship games, some guys may get the championship this year. A lot of great players this season, man. A lot of good stories, and please go out there and support those interviews when they drop. So, Big Game James here. Appreciate your time. Let's get it. 8-3. Colts next, and you know what it is. Big Game James.